right. Hello, collective. How are you? I have my third video going on, and I'm gonna do my live when I'm dog walking, cause Chong's excited about our weather breaking, and I finally was able to meditate, listening to mermaid prophecies and some of my favorite people, and I got the snake. And it's a volatile energy. Volatile. I tell you. I just want you to stare at the snake for a minute. Look at it. The snake is just. It's not one of my favorite kind of energies at all. But yeah, we're going to be going through it in this reading. I got my 2 oracle readings out for people that are healing and maybe kind of need the insight on how to heal and things going around on them. But this is a download of an actual energy that's going on, and it's dark. It's real dark. I tell you, I'm just going to talk about this energy in a minute. When I was drawing this snake, that's when I get all my downloads. When I was drawing this snake, I just seen betrayal of an epic scale. This person had the biggest ego ever, and it was all like self-absorbed on top of everything else. It was a crazy energy. All I seen is this snake running around covering up evidence, covering up lies, and people around this person just talking about this person, and it was their ex. They were literally just, it was all about their ex. So I'm picking up it had something to do with love. I'm picking it up so strong it had to do with love, and it was more than just that. It was ghosting, and ghosting of the worst kind. It was like they ghosted somebody when they literally were at their worst. And it was just a lot about having their cake and eat it too, and money betrayal. It was all about something about money and being so greedy with money that this person literally just ditched their entire family for the promise of money and just a life of just that fake life where there's like no love, and I think they sensed that it wasn't going to have love, but I don't even think they cared if they had love. That was what's so weird about the energy. I mean, how could you not care about ever having love? But I sense now it took a lot. It took a lot for this person to kind of get out of that lustful devil energy. And what it took was, it wasn't even for them to be in a better person. It was, from what I got from the download, was the person that was supposed to give them this money and have this, this great sex life and everything. I just felt like it all went to shit. And they're still talking shit about their ex, saying that they caused it. And their ex was just sitting minding their own business. But there was so much more. It was like there was infidelity at a lot of different levels. And there was just a lot of things illegal going on. And illegal everything. But I'm going to go ahead and decode this energy for you guys because the snake energy was terrible. And I think the snake came out so much because they didn't realize that certain energies bite back. And they didn't think they would get bit back. I might name this video "The Snake Bit Back." I feel like somebody enticed somebody. It's just a weird energy. So let's just get this rolling. I'm trying to think of exactly what deck to use. I'm not using any oracle cards. I have ordered so many lovely oracle cards because I do like the oracle cards a lot. We're going to use the House of Dragon. I do like the House of Dragon a lot. It's one of my favorite decks. And it's by, what is it by? Well, it's the Game of Thrones. It's probably, I never realized it was the Game of Thrones. It's my favorite. I read all the books. I do like Game of Thrones. I love them. I love Game of Thrones so much. I love books. And I don't know, very soon here when I get my inheritance money, I'm going to be self-publishing my book. Because I love fantasy books. That's like my favorite things to write, my favorite things just to have around, and I'm a fantasy writer. I really love fantasy. It really is a lot of my favorite things to do. Is write in that energy. I don't know, I feel like my creative spark is more there. But yeah, this energy, I just feel like there was a betrayal of a family that went behind this too. And I feel this person knew it was wrong. That's the thing. But they just kept going and kept going. And it was like they just weren't going to stop until the snake bit back. That's what God, the divine showed me. The snake finally bit back. I don't know how the snake bit back, but we're going to see how the snake bit back. Because I would like to know how the snake bit back. Alright, let's get... We're going to go past, present, and future with this, with my Game of Thrones cards. I just love my Game of Thrones cards. They are the best. I am a bookworm. Alright, tell me, Divine, about the past of this relationship or this situation that's going on. I want to say relationship because, I mean, at this point, I don't want to say there was a third party because this person kind of been in this devil energy for so long. They just built new alliances, so you can't even say it's a third party or anything. It's just this is the relationship and they just don't like it and they don't know how to get out. So we got the Four of Blades for the past. Alright. And the Six of Dragons. And this is for the past. I like to go past, present, and future. And the Two of Tankers. And then, I don't know, it's probably going to be a long reading. And then I'm probably going to eventually go to sleep after this. Because it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I've done 2 oracle readings on top of this. And then we got the Queen of Blades in reverse for the present. Alright, we got here the 2 of Blades for the present. And when I remember when I got real sick, when I was in the hospital and things, I seen a lot with the universe that 1 is 3 and 3 is 1. So I like to go 3 because I've learned that's a universal number for 1. Alright, and then we got the 7 of Dragons here. And then this is the future course. And then we're going to get like more on this too, because I feel like this is a tarot card situation. Then we got the 8 of Blades for future paths that may be, that are shown before this person. And the 5 of Crowns in reverse. And then we got Death in reverse. Oh, okay. And Justice. You know what? I usually just grab 3, but we're gonna respect the divine and take Justice too. And Death. It kind of came together at once, so we're just gonna go ahead and take that energy as is. I feel the divine wanted it. We're gonna find out how the snake bit back. This is how I meditate, folks. I know I'm weird. And if you watch Tara, I guess we're all weird in our own way. So what are you gonna do? Weird is weird. Alright. I don't know, these have, you know what? They all came in 4s. Never mind, there's 4 for the past. Okay. Well, I guess the divine, I had a holy bowl that has the duality of God in it, so we're just going to honor that. We're going to analyze the past first. I am a book writer. I like to analyze things. I love analyzing things. And we're going to take this as a current situation. We're not going to... Whatever he did, it's whoever did this isn't a masculine energy, but whatever they did in the past, they established a new relationship. So we're just going to honor it as is, because it is what it is. And the sun is the first one that came through for the past, that I know the page number. And it has a lot of nice little illustrations and stuff in things, so we're just gonna, I want to read this to you guys. The book seems to have a lot of good meanings. Alright, in the past, there was, with this snake, there was the sun in reverse. Alright, and this says, even though you want to celebrate, you are unable to put yourself in that headspace. And the sun reversed seconds it. This is not the time to celebrate a victory, yet there is more aspect of the endeavor that requires your attention. Once that is resolved, the rivalries will begin. Alright, in the past of this person, and I want to say the snake is their wife or partner. I don't know. The person is, it could be 2 females. I don't know. It's 2 people that are in a relationship, and one is more dominant energy, kind of diabolical, and the other one is more passive and trying to be in that energy of more loving. And it could be the opposite. I mean, but one of them is in that diabolical energy that they're presenting themselves as the snake. This is their partner. This is her or him. They've embodied of a snake that's on the run to go bite somebody. So when they entered this relationship, they want to celebrate, but they're unable to put yourself in that headspace. And the sun in reverse reveals it. So I don't know why they stayed. I don't know. Maybe the snake. I don't know. We're going to find out why they stayed in this energy. But wow. Okay. Let's go. Let's delve. This is just the past of their relationship. Alright, and then the blades. Alright, let's go with the blades. Okay, I found the dragons. We're gonna go with this 6 of dragons in reverse. Alright. 6 of dragons, it's the first page I found. The 6 of dragons in reverse is a significant bump in the road, has left you impatient, especially for validation. That you were heading in the right direction, however, there's no wrong way to get there. You're making all the right mistakes. Your inner dragon will know how and when to land. So they hit a bump in the road. And they knew exactly, they knew they were making a mistake. And it was the wrong way. But they thought they were making all the right mistakes. That's, I don't know. Wow. Alright, then I found the tankers, so we're just gonna go with the tankers here. And find out here. I just feel sad for this person. It's terrible. Alright, and then the tankers is, it's upright. The connection you feel with a new addition to your circle is mutual, and the chemistry is undeniable. Take this card as a sign that they also want to take the next step in the partnership. If you have any hesitations, please simply ask them. It's likely they are wondering the same. So this card's telling me with this snake energy that they had a choice in this whatever misery they caused for themselves, and the other person asked if they really wanted to do what they were doing, and they didn't care. They just said they still wanted to go ahead. So it must have been, I know it was lustful. I felt the lustful energy. Maybe the lust, there were second doubts even with them. They were wondering, both of them were wondering if they should move on. And they still continue to move on, but I guess we all make mistakes. And then we have the 4 of blades. So let's see here. That's about. Alright, there's the 5, and here's the 4, and this is upright. When was the last time you enjoyed solitude? Have you even decompressed from the last tournament? This card is a call to gather yourself. Oh, excuse me, guys. Coming off being sick. This card is a call to gather yourself. Your thoughts are as scattered as your bedchamber. And this is the time to re-examine how you organize yourself, your work, and your life. There is pain. Take the time away that this pain requires. No less, no more, unless you desire more. So there's pain. And they were coming off a bad situation. And this was the time for them to reevaluate and say, maybe I need to think about this. And they just didn't. I guess what the divine is telling me, only fools rush in. I don't know if this is your reading. If you rushed in a situation and found out who you was with was like a snake. I don't know. But here's the present situation. That was the past. The past, I guess, is there and gone. Oh my God. I had to call off work on Sunday because of this. I want to keep this going, though. I'm in Blades, so. Alright, Queen of Blades. This is their present situation. They could have backed out. There was already doubt right there. But they certainly did not back out. They went full stream ahead with mistakes they thought was great. Alright, an upright. And this fair queen minces no words and inspires king perception. In addition to a flexible voice of reason, say what you mean around this queen. Oh. There will be no suffering of fools here, no matter how sharp their minds are. This is a trustworthy person to approach for honest insight or advice. You have been... Oh, I'm sorry this was reversed. I'm going to go get a tissue or something. I don't know how to pause this. I'm not on live or nothing, so I'm just going to run and grab a tissue to rub my to do my nose here. Oh, Lord. Okay, folks, I'm back. Oh, Lord, I've been so sick. All right. I'm sorry. Discard everything I said because the Queen of Blades is in reverse for their present situation. This reversal shows that you are in the presence of a ruthless and dominating personality. Even if they are queenly at times, there is cruelty in their core. Their advice will seem sound at first, but if you follow it, though, to the end, their input will bring you to a less than desirable outcome. If they insist on showing you their knowledge, let them speak, then forget them or walk away. As they adore their own voice, they may not notice you are gone. This is what they're in. This is the energy they're in. This is the snake. I could see why this snake is so menacing, and I just feel like it's such a despicable energy. It looks like, excuse me, I'm so sorry. This energy's like, it's disgusting. It's so self-involved and absorbed. It's like they would literally, if you were on fire, they wouldn't spit on you energy. And this is what this person's with. And I just wanted to do past, present, and future to see where this was going, because I don't know why anybody would stay in this energy. It's terrible. Whoever, if this is your reading, there's oracle ones I just did, and maybe you need to get in some healing energy. I don't know. We got two of blades for your present also. All right, we got two of blades, and it's an upright. Two of blades upright. A decision before you seems impossible. Options tend to get muddied when previous experiences and outdated opinions are applied to the current situation. Take some time alone to reflect on the most viable options. There's no perfect choice, but turning inward, I can't even make this up, to imagine possible outcomes will allow you to feel preference of one or the other. Still unsure, pull two more cards, each one representing details of the choice. All right, I don't know, I might do that. But we have also, this is the dragons. All right, let's find the dragons. Should be back here, I think, or the dragons are up here. All right, we got the ace of dragons. Yeah, the dragons here. Where they at? There you go. All right, and we're gonna pull 2 more cards, just like it said to do, of the choices. All right, now the eight of dragons is about their present situation also. Ignore any doubts around your current trajectory and stop second guessing yourself. Trust the work you have completed thus far. You are more than ready to see the goal to the end, and even if you're feeling ready, it's happening anyways. Keep going and trust that all is well. All right, well, I guess their choice and there's a goal here. I don't know. I don't understand how that's going, but let's pull 2 more cards with the Two of Blades, because that's what it says to do to find out their choices. There was a goal. We know there's a goal. Okay. Oh, Lord, have mercy. It's this weather change. I went from really cold to warm. Crazy. Okay. All right. All right, Divine, please show me the choices of this person. Please show me the choices of the person, Divine. All right. Okay, so 2 cards came out. Judgment and Queen of Crowns. Oh boy. What kind of choices is that? This is a really... Ugh. This makes me glad that I am single energy. That is what this is. Alright, let's go. I like to read everything because I feel we get all the good juicy details reading the whole explanation. I'm going to have some of my tea. The Shamil tea is helping me. Alright. There we go. Okay. Judgment reversed. Belittling others is often due to self-doubt. When judgment is reversed, take it as a confirmation that yes, you have more critical, you've been more critical of late. Critical of the world, critical of others, critical of yourself. Although there is no lasting harm from this clouded observation, it is time to look inward. You have ignored the self-doubt long enough. This is the second time this has come up with the looking inward. I just want to point that out. This person is a snake. Alright. And this feminine energy, if it's a man or a woman, they're a snake and they're terrible. This is the energy where they might poison your food energy. Alright, and then we got the Queen of Crowns. These are their choices. And this says, whether or not you are aware, you have the unyielding support of a generous nurturer. They may be outside your usual circle, but they are still closer than you think. This may even be a higher version of yourself that is offering access to the material goods that will establish and reinforce a happy, safe home. This is definitely another woman because she doesn't feel so diabolical. So he had a choice of somebody that was nice. And not somebody that the cards keep saying look inward, and someone that looks like they might chop you to pieces or something. Wow. This was a terrible choice for whoever chose this. And now the future cards. This is where the future is taking them. We'll see what choices they made. We got the Eight of Blades. I did only mean to take 3 before King. So, it is what it is. And we got the Five of Crowns in reverse. Death in reverse. This is where whatever choice he made. Because I don't know what choice he made. We're going to find out what choice he made. And then Justice again. Well, no, it was Justice there. Judgment was there. I'm sorry. Judgment was there. But you got judgment, justice, and death. This cannot be good for anybody. Alright, let's go here. Let me see what I find first. Death and judgment I will find first. So let's do death. Because that's we're gonna death and judgment's gonna come because of the arcanas. Alright. Strength, Wheel of Fortune, we got justice. Okay, justice came first. Alright. Got justice here. The justice man. We'll put that there. And this justice is about the search for truth and how rarely things are as clear-cut as you had thought. Be prepared to dip into the murky seawater to explore what truth means to you. Be consciously aware of what you believe to be true and what you believe to be fair and ethical. It may not be simplistic as you think, so prepare to challenge yourself and explore new aspects of your belief system. This is what the future is going to come, is justice. Search for the truth. So somebody's lying somewhere, and it's not as clear cut as they had thought. Alright. That's not good. That's not good for nobody. And then we got death in reverse. Jesus. This guy really is having a bad day. Or this lady that's just in this... They're in this protective masculine or just this dominating energy like, I don't give a damn and I'm going forward. And they're fighting their way through everything. It's just a major fight. But this is in reverse, death. Death reverse suggests a resistance to change or experience a strong personal inner transformation. It's okay to get vocal about calling in favors if you have strings you could pull. To do without shame. If those you have helped in the past have long been harboring a hope, return the favor. Not letting them in keeps you stagnant. Change is inevitable, but growth from the opportunity awaits. So this card is saying that it's coming to an end with the snake. And justice and judgment is trying to tell them, well, this one's saying it's going to stay stagnant and start calling in favors, but there was warning signs. There was the judgment, and there's this Queen of Crowns that he could have went to this nice lady, or he or she, the person that's in the domineering energy. I just say it he because it just reminds me of this stubborn person that's in this very, I don't know, this very stubborn energy. And they're moving without feelings. They're just moving along without feelings, like they don't give a damn. And they're very guarded, like they're ready to fight. And they're having a lot of narcissistic tendencies, but they're being very forthright. So it reminds me of a masculine energy. because I'm very open to the LGBT community. I support them on this channel. I have friends in the community and I support them all, but this is somebody that's in this domineering energy that just won't listen to nobody. Not a damn person. Not one person will this person listen to. That's what's coming to my head. The divines tell me not a damn he won't that this person is domineering energy will not listen to a damn person, even though an olive branch was given to a nice lady that was in the Queen of Crowns. That was nice. I don't know. I guess you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Even if they're starving and thirsty. That's another thing that's coming to my mouth. The horse analogy here. Alright, and then there's the Eight of Blades. Let's see what this is. In the Crowns. Let's see what comes first. Blades of Crowns. Okay, Blades came first, so we're there. Let's go to the Eight of Blades. I'm just pulling this with Tara because after we do this and we do past, present, future, we kind of know where this person was going, and then we're going to get details with these other cards I got going in. And I knew this was going to be a long reading because when you draw something like this out of meditation with this diabolical energy, I knew it'd be about an hour. So I just got tea ready and I prepared. Alright. This Eight of Blades. The obligations to which you committed to, that which you commit are no longer healthy for you. Oh, this is very interesting. By staying bound in place, you bring the misery on yourself. You have a duty to your higher power to move past the worst case scenario thoughts. You may not love your choices, but you still have them. Lean into the struggle against your bindings. They are not as strong as you were told. So this person feels the obligations. And I knew that this energy was doing stuff and moving quickly, like there was some kind of obligation, but at this expense, I wouldn't do it. I would be like, bye, Felicia. That's just me. There'd be no shame in mine. I'd be like, bye-bye, see you later. Don't let the door slam you on the ass, but that's just me. Maybe this reverse Queen of Blades is good looking. I don't know. When you see her and feel her energy, I don't care how good looking this woman is. She's diabolical. It's terrible. Alright, and now we go with the crowns reverse in this for the future paths. You have every right to protect your resources, especially now that you are getting back on your feet, but there is a fine line between protecting and hoarding. Look at what makes you feel as though you need to hold back. Is there a middle ground? Not everybody will take advantage of you, and there is most likely someone who needs it more than you at this moment. Even more likely is that they have provided for you in the past too. I don't know. I'm sitting there thinking about this. There's this Queen of Crowns, and from what I'm gathering, these people are almost in a married. I don't know if they're legally married, but they're in some kind of binded partnership. So there was somebody maybe that they left in the past And maybe since they have a lot of stuff, maybe they can help that person. But they're kind of hoarding everything. But then they kind of, I feel they got into this partnership so they can have more stuff. That's what this was the whole point of going with this reverse Queen of the Blades. I just feel like being in this the snake's mind and picking up the partner that I want to say was chained to the devil in a lot of sorts. The devil's pact. I don't know. It's just weird. I feel like he chained himself to a dark agreement, like a dark contract. I feel like it's what it feels like. This person was chained to a very dark contract. And now they're just hoarding stuff, so maybe they just felt like they got to get whatever they can out of it because they're in so much misery. All right. All right, let's go. We need more information. We definitely need more information because this left me with more. I mean, I've never met this couple, so it's not exactly like I probably will never meet this couple. So let's see what the tarot, what my little cards say, so we can get kind of a piece of the information. I got other cards also for situational stuff. I wanted to get the core energy from Tara of what was going on in the past, present, and future. And oh, wow, baby, did we get a whole lot. We got to know who the reverse Queen of Blades is. And this Queen of Crowns. And I mean, or with who they represent, if they're lovers or what the heck is going on. Because it could be a mother at this point, but I feel it's a more lover situation too. But I feel like there's multiple people involved, so let's just find out and dive into this fun fest of a Lifetime movie. I just feel like this person was so stubborn, in fact, that they shot themselves, their own selves in the foot. I don't think anybody had to do anything to bother this person to hurt them. I think they just did everything all by themselves. This is what the divine is telling me. They didn't need any help in hurting themselves, so. Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna close my eyes and grab a card. Oh my god. This is the past. Karmic baby mama. Alright. Alright, well, I guess that was the past situation. Well, I did ask who the Queen of Blades was. The Queen of Blades. So I did ask that for the past, or what caused all this. There was a pregnancy. So one of these is definitely a woman. Okay? We know this for sure. Alright. This is what caused all of this here. From the past where they didn't know if they were going to go forward and yada, yada, yada. I'm not even getting into their ex and this person's ex because everyone has an ex. Don't they all? Doesn't everybody in the world have an ex? I mean, come on. We all learn lessons from everyone. Some people have multiple exes, some people only have one. But you know what? No judgment here. None of that really matters. The past is dead. Once you live another day, whatever happened the next day cannot be done again. That is the way of the universe. Alright, tell me, universe. Tell me about their current situation. We know we got a karmic baby mama somewhere, but tell me about the situation. I just like to go and all this. It definitely is. There's no love here, I will tell you that. Okay, innocent due to being kept in the dark with hidden secrets. This is what's going on in the present. Oh, okay. So somebody was being kept in the dark with hidden secrets. And there was a pregnancy going on. Going on, going on. There's a pregnancy going on, going on. And maybe this Queen of Crowns didn't know about the baby. Maybe they're being kept in the dark about this whole baby situation. It's crazy if that's, I don't know, that's what I'm thinking. All right, future. All right. This is the future path. Or this is what the future message is in the whole situation. Protecting innocent from wicked people with intention of physical death or spiritual death. Alright, in this whole path here, there's some kind of either dark magic or there's somebody that's actually wants to do physical harm to somebody to where it ends to death. Or I feel like no death happened, but there was people threatening it. I do feel somebody was threatening it, and this is what led to this. I can't even make this up. They got somebody that got a karmic baby mama here. Maybe the Queen of Blades is the baby mama. Alright, well, let's go get some other cards here because we already got those. I'm kind of interested myself in this whole thing here. I'm really interested in it. I'm going to use the pop art because I really like these pop arts. They're interesting cards. I just like them. I like them because you could do this and just flip them and do this, and they're just easy to shuffle and everything. But we're gonna do this to find out about the karmic baby mama. Because you know what? They could have just had this fling and had a lot of great, had a lot of great relations and sex or whatnot, and there could have just been a case where, oopsie, there's the baby. I mean, let's not. I mean, I guess it happens. Things are always kind of there. So let's go here. Alright, tell us about the past with this karmic baby mama spirits. We need clarifications on this one because it's intense. Alright, Let me grab this one. It popped out. Okay, we got Wheel of Fortune. Alright. Shifts in relationship. Adjusting to new dynamics. Good fortune in your career. Good. New opportunities arising. Fluctuations in your financial situation. Alright, well, she has money. Maybe that's why they're hoarding stuff over there towards the end. All the money in the world, folks, cannot make you happy. And I say this because it literally is true. Money is not. My mom used to tell me money was the root of all evil. My mother was very wise. I still see my mother. I am a medium. My mother now is telling me that money is the root of all evil. So, this is what is being told to me by my mother and my spirit guides. So, I'm just getting these. I'm just keeping a shuffle just so you guys know I'm not some fake person here. I'm good with cards. Alright, tell us about this Queen of Crowns. I would like to know, we need to know about this Queen of Crowns. Tell us. If she's a lover, what she is, a past person, an ex. Tell us about the Queen of Crowns, Tarot. And it's Pop Out Tarot, so. Alright. Alright, we got inspiration in reverse. Fleeting, passionate affair or lack of excitement in your current relationship. Feeling uninspired at work. Making risky financial choices. Potential financial setbacks. She didn't have as much money. It was a passionate affair that was fleeting. It was fading away. Oh, so the other one just had more money. So he chose money. Maybe I'm thinking I'm getting from there. She had some financial setbacks and he chose money over love. Yeah, he chose money over love. It's not a good thing. Not a good thing. I mean, you might get what you want. You might get a lot of money. You might get a lot of stuff you want or don't want, but what are you gonna do? She definitely is this. She might have a lot of money. This baby mama karmic here. The lady that just is evil. We got this. This is what she is. She does have a lot of money, I guess, but wow. That's all I got to say. Wow. I wouldn't want to be with that. Alright, tell us about this whole situation, Divine. Please tell us about this whole protecting innocence from wicked people in this spiritual death. I want to clarify this with the Pop Out Tarot. Please tell us. Because that situation is looking crazy. And we need to know. Foresight. Advancing to the next stage in your relationship, expanding your professional opportunities, broadening your financial perspective, setting and expanding financial goals. Maybe they meant to exploit this lady somehow. The Queen of Crowns. Maybe that was kind of how they wanted to do this. And that is some crazy stuff. I mean, this is just so diabolical and crazy. It's insane. But I don't know. We're still moving on with this. I knew this was going to be a long one. Alright. Alright, Spirit. Tell us more about. Tell us about how this is. Tell us more about the situation. Give us more foresight in this. Please. We need some more. Tell us about the situation. What is going on to where I would like to know how is this Queen of Wands being targeted and why? Please tell us. I might have to get Tara out for this. My other Tara, because, and then we'll get more specifics. We've already gotten, it's like you get to one part of this reading and there's more to, there's just more stuff to uncover the more you go along. Alright, I'm gonna go with this one. Lord have mercy, it's this is a crazy deck. Alright, let's just go here. I'm gonna see if my hybrid would be better. I don't know, let me check the hybrid one. The one with the Oracle, that's Tara. If this would be more helpful. Alright, we're gonna do the hybrid one. My hybrid Oracle. I feel this would be a little better for us. Okay, I always got a ton of cards around here. I don't know, I might use those later, but I don't know, I feel like this is going to be a very detailed reading, so just hold on to your seats. Oh my god. Okay. I am clumsy, folks. Clumsy to the sea. To the big sea. Alright. Alright. Oh my god, all of them went this way. Okay, I am coming over to ya. Yeah, we're just gonna use these. These hybrid ones seem to be very informative. I don't know, I just like these. We're gonna put Pop Out Terra there. Jeez Louise. I don't know, this makes me not wanna be involved with people that are money hungry. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Alright, we're gonna do that. And turn these over this way because they're two ways. I like simplistic things and cards that feel a certain way because I'm autistic. So when I do my readings, I do like my meditating and stuff, but things like this kind of make things go nice and smooth. Alright. Alright. Alright, tell us about the situation. How did this start? How did this baby mama become a karmic, and how did this start? Because I don't know how you become a karmic unless you're a third party. I'm calling out this is third party. And this Queen of Crowns was the person that he was supposed to love, and this other one was a test. I'm calling for a third party. We'll see here. Alright, we got love. The connection is a catalyst for healing, self-discovery, and spiritual evaluation. Alright, so we got this over here. And we got love. So there was a spiritual evaluation involved. I am getting a spiritual evaluation. I don't know, I don't think it went well. They got death and all this other crap going on over there. Alright, then we got solitude. And it's seek inner guidance through introspection and solitude. A season of spiritual growth is ahead. Alright, so this person had love. And now they went to solitude. You can go into solitude and be with somebody. I do want to kind of tell you guys that. People think that you don't go into solitude because you're with somebody. That's not true. You could be in solitude and be married for years. So it means nothing just because you're with somebody. Scarcity. Alright, this person lost money. Unexpected expenses or losses disrupt your economic stability. Resources seem limited. Alright. I could see why it went to death. So they spent too much money. They weren't good at managing their money. And they overspent money then. This is terrible. We'll go back to the pop art deck. I like these hybrid tarot ones. Alright, let's see what happens next. Collaboration. Alright, and this talks about work with others to achieve a common goal by combining your skills and talents. So they were working together with people and all this, and it led to scarcity from a collaboration. That's what I'm getting. Wow. That's one hell of a collaboration. Collective. It's one hell of a collaboration. And then corruption. I can't make this up. Power must be wielded with care. Are your actions aligned with your values? We were doing very corruptible acts. I want to say cheating at some point is involved in this. I'm calling cheating. If I was a betting man, I'd call cheating. And then weakness. Your inner strength remains intact. It's your faith that's faltering. Okay. Yeah, these cards aren't that expensive. They're not the most fancy, but you know what? They get the job done, and they're a hybrid between Oracle and Tarot. And they get the job done well. They do. Alright, let's go with these. I did buy these suckers. Alright, tell us about all this weakness, corruption, and scarcity. How did it get this way? I just want to ask how it started to get this way, Divine. Tell us, because this energy is so thick and it's crazy with this. I mean, I don't know. I hope this baby survived all this. I just feel bad for the baby at this point. Alright. Oh, jail. Alright. Alright. They're telling me to put this in upright, in this restriction. So I'm going to put this in upright. I was being told to put it in upright. Feeling trapped in a relationship, passively in your love life, fear of job-related changes. Anxiety about finances, unable to recognize financial opportunities. All right, well, we know a little bit about it. They left. I guess I don't know. I'm saying that I'm calling for they left this queen up here. This other queen. It's different on this. It's Queen of Cups. On this deck, it just says something different. But this is Queen of Cups. It's the Game of Thrones deck. I'm a Game of Thrones fan. All right, tell us more about this situation. How did this all come about? Was there cheating or what was going on? Please tell us. We're dying for the gossip, please. We need to know how this snake energy came about because it's so terrible. There, divine. All right. All right, I'm told to turn this around. All right. Yeah, I was being told to turn that around. And this is find love. And then it says a shy or vulnerable partner feeling emotionally vulnerable at work, insecurity in your job, experiencing creative blocks, avoiding making financial decisions. Okay. You know that. Tell us more. There gotta be more than this. There's a baby mama now. Come on, tell us the tea. Chong the dog collective would like to know what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? Okay, they're telling me to keep this like it is. Sometimes I shuffle wrong, and my spirit team and the divine tells me to put it the other way occasionally. It says a selfish and demanding partner, jealousy, a dominating lover, frequent arguments, dealing with a selfish or envious colleague, poor financial choices, greed, overspending. Wow. I got, all that. Maybe they needed all that money to deal with that kind of lifestyle. That is crazy and insane. I tell you. I don't know. I felt the energy of a third party and abandonment. I felt it. I swear I felt it. And I felt one person had more money at that time. And this person just felt like he had that this person operating in this masculine energy just was like F this and left one day. Alright, then we got fantasy. Oh god. Choosing between potential partners, being cautious about romantic decisions, needing to make a choice to commit to it. Numerous financial opportunities. They couldn't commit to anybody, but there was somebody that was there. I mean, I can't tell you. I never met the person, how long they were together or not, but there was definitely somebody that was a way better choice. Way better choice, friends. There. And I felt that. I feel like there's deep regrets. I feel like that there's deep regrets because of it. I feel the energy. It's so damn heavy. That energy wishes they could just go back in time. They could turn that energy wishes they could turn back the hands of time. It just they keep just staring out and they're not themselves. I just see them staring out a window all the time. They don't even look at whoever they're at. They're constantly staring out a window or going in another room. That's what I see. It's insane. I don't really see all their faces. I just see them staring out a window or going in the other room all day. And they're in some kind of committed thing. And they can't get out of it, which makes sense because the baby card came out. So I don't know. All right. All right. I'm told to turn this one around because sometimes I shuffle wrong. Instability, distrust in your partner, regret from past action, anxiety and paranoia related to work. Overwhelming stress, panic about finances, overwhelming worries. They're overspending shit. I mean, I don't know. I guess this could be the tale. They always say you can learn from people. My mom used to always tell me that when she's alive, and she tells me that now being dead also. But Mom tells me that you can always learn from everyone's mistakes. So, Mom's saying that this person did not learn from their mistake. Alright, then we got here. I got a dull relationship, being a homebody, neglecting your partner, lack of ambition or being overly ambitious, workism, reckless spending, impulse buying, risky financial decisions. And they got a baby on the way. Isn't that even better? I feel like I'm all nosy up in this energy. Oh, we got rewind. Oh, Lord. Then we got rewind. Lack of progress. In love, realizing that love cannot be forced. No significant results from work efforts. A career that feels stagnant. Financial losses. So they have no progress in love, and they realize love cannot be forced. They were trying to force somebody else to love them. And that person doesn't love them. Probably because they're in this snake energy. I mean, however they got together is how they got together. We can't judge it. It's so far in the past where that other person doesn't even come up anymore. It's just this. They've turned into karmics. They're really not karmics, but it's got to the point where they made each other miserable so much that they turned each other into a karmic. If that makes any sense, that's what I'm getting. They're not really supposed to be karmics, but they are. They've turned themselves into being full out karmics. With all of the arguing and all of the just things going on. Probably just all the baby stuff, too. That probably doesn't help. I mean, wow. It's sad. It really is. It's totally sad. I'm going to try to get a really good shuffle. And so the divine tells me not to shuffle no more. But yeah, that's what I picked up. That's why I drew the damn snake. Because it's just such a dark energy. It's so dark. And you cannot force love. Maybe I need to label this video, you cannot force love. I mean, that's why, folks, I'm staying single. I'm not going to try to go out with somebody because it seems like a good idea, and I just want somebody. I'm finding someone that I actually vibe with. I probably could be with somebody from 1-2, but will I? No. I'm going to find out. I'm going to go with someone I truly love. But that's just me, and this just proves it. Alright, we got defeat. I'm all up in this energy. Healing from past wounds, attempting to rebuild a relationship, transitioning into a new job, finding work that is less stressful, avoiding financial ruin or bankruptcy. Well, I can't make this up. I said I think that they move too fast. I even said that in the reading. Alright, they're telling me to take from the top right here. Division. Oh my god. Deciding between two lovers or balancing love with family or work. Dealing with workplace conflicts or taking sides. Avoiding financial decisions. Unclear financial situations. I feel this is the person working in the masculine energy. This is not the snake. The snake is trying to do this. And I do feel that from the energy. The snake is making restrictions. This is what the snake is doing, because the snake wants to keep this going. So, and keep this masculine energy around no matter what. It's this person working in. It's the person that's in restriction that's doing this. They're deciding between two lovers because they want to get out of it. I don't know. I feel maybe this person should spend time alone with themselves and maybe see what comes up. I can't even say a lie about this. I thought they were healing from something. Healing from old emotional wounds, a job loss leading to better opportunity, recovery from a career setback, relief from financial losses, rebuilding financial stability. They left one lady up there for more money. Then they end up having, I don't know if she had miscarry or not, but I'm not going to wish that on anybody, but they go to somebody with more money and they get pregnant. And then from that energy, it ends up with financial loss anyways and a baby on the way. Wow. Alright, then we got achievements. And this is emotional security, professional success, strong reputation, financial milestones, enjoying life's luxuries. Well, at least they're recovering. I don't know. We're going to have to pray for this person. Alright, then we got success in reverse. Breakdowns in communications, conflicting viewpoints, hurtful words, difficulty expressing thoughts clearly, communication issues, lack of engagement, careful review finances. They're not communicating. So it doesn't matter what achievement they get. They're just gonna end up having it broken down. Well, that's what I got for you. And it was a long one, an hour and 18 minutes collective. And it's been fun nosing around in this energy. I don't know what to name this. I don't know if I can't put the grass was greener, but I guess maybe we'll name this Money Can't Buy Love. It seems to be I don't know, it seems to be the theme of this reading. Like that one movie, Can't Buy Me Love. It was an 80s movie where this guy was paying this girl to be his girlfriend because he wanted to be popular. And he ended up falling in love with her a little bit. And the thing was, is he was paying her all this money to go on dates because she was popular. And this is what reminds me of. It's that movie. That Can't Buy Me Love. And it's sad because in this day and age, I don't understand why people would, I don't know, have this mindset, but I guess it's the way of life. You know, you break people up, have their baby, and then you want love of misery. So, I don't know. This was a crazy, crazy energy. I just can't believe that humanity has come to this. People weren't like this when I was younger. I know I'm from an older crowd, but people were for real not like this. They were not. People just didn't jump into bed, and if you did get someone pregnant, it was not, people were not celebrating. And if your child was a karmic or acting like a karmic, your family was not celebrating about this, telling them to spread their legs for every Tom, Dick, and Harry. People were not doing this kind of thing. And whoever this snake is, they should feel damn ashamed of themselves. Because what are you getting out of this? You're bringing an innocent baby into the damn world in a loveless relationship because you wanted to be controlling. Where is the humanity? Where is it? And you're going to get it from me. I don't give a damn. If you are listening to the reader, listen to this reading, I hope you understand. You're a terrible mom for doing all this betrayal because you were lusting over somebody to bring a child into this world. And what are you gonna say? I just wanted to torture your dad. I didn't give a damn about your dad, and then your dad decided to turn on me, whatever. So you have this child stuck in between all of it. And for what? Because you were horny? I mean, at this point, go get a toy. It probably would have served you better to get a sex toy. I'm just saying, it probably would have at this point, because it's shameful. All the stuff I'm seeing on the deck is damn shameful. I wouldn't. And the fact that you brought a baby in the world to deal with this drama, I'm going to go pray for the baby. I don't even care about y'all. The baby is the most important part of all of it. I mean, this whole energy here upsets me. This entire energy upsets my ass. Because I don't like people like this that go around, do too much, because they have these crushes and bring a baby into the world. So this child just doesn't have any proper thing because you're just going to teach that child it's good to be in bad relationships. I don't know. Whoever you are, Snake, you need to stop. You need to stop. Because, you know what? I do feel that you were a part of a third party type thing, but the thing is people can get over shit and move on. But the Snake, the baby can't. And I hope that you can put aside all of your differences for the child and be a decent human being. And I'm going to end this reading here because this energy is making me damn angry. And thank you for listening. And like I said, money cannot buy you love. And that's what I'm naming this. And if you like the video, like and subscribe. And if you don't, it's okay. And I hope everybody has a good day. And good mornings and all that. And thank you for supporting my channel if you made all the way to the end. And I will see you later, alligator.